Morning everyone, Master69 here. We're going to talk about sex and today's man. I'm a product of old school and new school. I'm 48 years old, so I have a lot of old school values and things that I was raised on that has instilled good character in me and allows me to be able to relate to old school values and new school at the same time. The old man, or the old school man, always have a sense of pride in himself and was reluctant a lot of times to share his intimacy, with his partner, his wife, his lover, his soulmate, or whatever, because we always felt as a man, you always had to own up to your strengths and to be focused on building your your family or your relationship in a way that's strong, and just felt like those who were sensitive or were intimate at the time were considered to be weak. Well, it's now 2014, and it's completely new school. It's a new game. Women are as independent as they are and as focused as they are on their careers and taking care of their families and kids and stuff like that, feel as though they don't need men anymore. And from my point of view, they have a very strong point of not needing a man, because back in the old school days, you didn't need a man. You needed a man in order to provide. You needed a man to feel good about yourself, to feel some sort of security about yourself. But nowadays it's not like that, because women have grown in a way that is healthy and makes them feel whole. So fellas, speaking to you face to face, if you're not intimate with your partner, more than likely you are going to fail in your relationship. Intimacy has to and must be a part of your relationship nowadays, because that is the only thing that you will be able to add to your relationship. Because as far as sex is concerned, women can get they can use toys, they can use other things to satisfy their needs, whether if it's to help them get an orgasm, so forth and so on. Okay, so all of the physical things that can be acquired by women are there. There's nothing you can bring to the table that's going to make them feel like you are needed, with the exception of your intimacy. If you come into the relationship and you're not communicating with them on a level to get into them and to express your emotional intimacy and your spiritual intimate ways with them, it's not really supporting them. It's not making them feel whole. So coming from that position, I have to agree with women in that regard. When it comes to non-intimate relationships, and the lack thereof in communication, guess what, fellas? Women don't need you. So you have to change your game. You have to be more intimate. You have to find ways to be intimate. You have to speak up. And you cannot be afraid of being sensitive to their needs, because their needs is what will make you feel as the king that you are in your relationship. So with all of that said and done, and I have been in relationships where sex has been great, but intimacy is even better. Because there's nothing like being into a woman who loves you and adores you and is there for you and have your back. And the next day you can wake up and have breakfast together. You know, the next day you can get up and go for a walk, for a run together, go have a cup of coffee, you know, and to find out, you know, what makes her tick even more. Those days of one night stands, fellas, we all know that don't last. It has nothing to do with intimacy, and it has nothing to do with love. It just happens that all that does is just, you know, you get your groove on, in and out. And ladies, we understand that. We know that you can even do that without us. So that's my take on why I hate sex and I love intimacy. Okay, well, we're going to end this session right now on sex and intimacy, and I bid all of you in your relationships to, hey, always remember, intimacy is like a work of art, and it deserves to be cherished. Again, this is Master69. If you desire to get in contact with me, I have a website. You can go there. It's www.69behindcloseddoors.com. Until then, take care and peace.